Let me know if you can see my presentation. You can type pluses in the comments, so I will know exactly that we're on the same page. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so basically right now we have a bit different thing, which is called an search everywhere optimization. So this is a new term because right now we'll show you where it's all going. So it's a new thing, it's a new overview. But basically what we'll cover is five main things. So first I'll tell you briefly about myself, why you need listens from me, why I have expertise, all of that. And then I'll give you the overview because so many things has changed, and I want you to be on the same page with me. I'll give you the facts, I'll give you the data, I'll give you the proofs, so you will see everything is not just my personal opinion, everything is real. Next one, I already made a sum up of key changes for this May 2025. So what is the main things in Google search? What are the main changes? How you should adapt, what you should do. So all those main things I'll cover up. Next one, I'll give you five main strategies we use with our SEO team, with our own clients, and plus I will give you two bonuses that we've prepared, and I'm pretty sure you will like them. And at the end, just like Lena said, we're gonna have Q&A session. So please, if you have any questions, you can type them out right now into the comments, or you can wait and ask them at the end, because we already got more than 20 questions, and partly some of them I will try to answer, and I've already answered during my presentation. But let's start from it. So who am I? Who is Denis Lazarenkov? I'm Belarusian British IT entrepreneur. So my main niche are marketing technology and AI. I'm ex-top 30 under 30 Google Campus Cambridge Analytics alumnus. I'm also the founder and CEO of ESA Digital. It's a London-based SEO agency. We work with big companies like Farfetch, Callaghan. We had three brands Dragon's Den, but we also work with SMBs, which are AI startups, startups who are just starting, some tech, e-com, so you name it. So we have a pretty big portfolio. Right now, it's more than 60 companies. And also last year I was named Entrepreneur of the Year finalist in Great Britain, so in service industry. So this is my main background. So just to start with overview. So basically what I feel right now is I feel like these boys standing in front of tsunami because the whole SEO world right now looks like this. And everyone is pretending that nothing is happening. So that is my alarm. So I'm just like saying, guys, this is a tsunami. And let me show you what I see. So this is the stats, the statistics. You can see this is statistics for April 2024. And as you can see, Google had almost 90% of the dominance. So you can see this blue line over here. This is 90% of the Google. So the closest one is Bing, almost 4%. Then we had Yandex 2.5, then we had Yahoo. Nothing else. April 2024. And now October 2024. So that's just 6 months later. You can see Google right now is 83.5%, minus 6%. So we have new team over here, old new chap YouTube, almost 7%, but that's good. That's the same stuff. But then we have new players on the field, which is ChatGPT, 4.3%. And we also have socials, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Reddit, Pinterest, and new LLM called Perplexity. So that's the new game which we have now. And basically, ChatGPT already said that they have 37.5 million searches per day, which is approximately 1 billion messages per day. And that's a lot because 30% of prompts have search-like intent. And it looks like a lot, but then you try to compare with Google, and yeah, it's basically looks like this. So you see a ChatGPT 37.5 million searches, but then Google is 14 billion searches per day. And this is the first time in all history when Google announced how many searches they really have per day. So I can say that Google got really nervous. And that's why last year they've launched a new AI overview, or shortly AIO, which is yes, the ChatGPT in Google search. So they called it Gemini. And as you can see, they have this kind of question and pretty good answer, I should say. So you see, it's pretty good, giving some backlinks, all those things. And we saw it even last year, but only now we can see the real results. And the problem with this is because, Sundar Pichai, who is the CEO of Google, he said, that if you put this content and links within AI overviews, they even get higher click-through rates and than if you put it outside of AI overviews. Meaning, if you get that means your website is good, everything is fine, everything is cool, don't worry about it. But then we go to real data. This is March 2025 from Ahrefs, and they've said that AI overviews reduce clicks by 34.5%. So that's on average from 20 to 40%. And the whole market's starting to lose organic traffic. Everybody's starting to see that. So that is the huge trend that is happening right now. And everybody got this FOMO, got this anxiety that they might be losing their positions, they might be losing their engines, which they were creating for years. And I should tell you that even when you get inside of those AI overviews, your clicks will reduce 3 times compared to the classical search, UI to the UX. So bold answer, small links, why do you need to click it? 0 clicks increase, and that is the data which was analyzed, and that's what we have it already. And then they said that people click from search result pages with AI reviews. These clicks are higher quality. People will spend more time there, better job. Everybody is safe. So AI review is a new big thing. But in reality, this is what we see. HubSpot blog, which was developing for many, many, many years, has lost minus 4.3 million in traffic due to Google search, Google core update, and also to AI overviews. That is minus 87%. So for you to understand, this is approximately $4 million just in organic traffic. And that is the impact of those AI overviews happening on classical SEO. And that's what we see now. And now Google is testing its new feature, which is called AI mode, which is Gemini, integrated into search with no top 10 pages. And as you can see, there is no kind of backlinks. So only if you look a bit, you can see some kind of small gray symbols over here where you don't even need to click, meaning everything we were optimizing for years in SEO, those top 10 blue link, as they call, they will be gone pretty soon. And so this Google AI search will look like this. So as you can see, I've prepared this video. This is actually not a video, but I will show you in real life how it looks like. But spoiler, it looks very much as Perplexity Pro. So if you are a user of those LLM searches, so Perplexity Pro is really how it looks like. And it's still in testing mode, but you already can get this kind of smell, this kind of feeling, how it looks like. But it's really quicker. So let me just show you right now what I see here. So this is AI mode. So right now, well, I got this access, as you can see, so it's really here. But you can't get it until you are subscribed to Labs, Google Labs, and you also need to be in the US. So those of you who still want to test it, you need a VPN with US, and also you need to have an incognito mode. You can see I'm specifically there. And then just because I'm in London, I can get here. But basically, you see, it looks like this. So we still have this search, which is all over here. But then we can come back, we have news, images, and this kind of AI mode. I'll show you how it's working. And basically, we're going to have this kind of search bar where you can type your query, or you can even tell it. For example, what are the main international agencies in London for AI startups? So as you can see, it works pretty quick. Yeah, you can see that it gives you the answer. It gives you already some kind of backlinks. And then our search, which was always on the main page, it looks here. You can see this small box over here where you can show all, but still you need to scroll. So all those kind of main things right now, they're over here. And you see this kind of examples, so it gives you a sum up of all those examples. So the backlinks, they're only here. So no blue links, nothing like this. And also the main factors and everything. So it looks pretty much as Perplexity, but then if you go to all, you will see those kind of things. So this is our classical Google search. This is what we got to. But then if you can see, we come back to AI mode, it's still here. So this is the AI search Google thinks will be in future. So I've left for you this link just not to waste time, because that is what we're dealing with. We're still examining and we're still trying to understand what we're going to have. But this is how it's going to look like. This is the future of Google search as they see it. So coming back to our presentation, basically you can see, so it looks a bit different. It's Perplexity. This is not what we got used to. And that's what we need to deal with already. So what are the main key changes right now? So basically we've collected 6 main niches, 6 main things which we think will be the main thing for next AI search. And I will show you it right now. So when you see this kind of icon over here with a photo, that means you can make a screenshot, or you can make a photo, so just from this, from those bullet points, because that is the key information. That is the sum up. So if you see it, you just make it and save it for yourself. But I'll briefly tell you what we see. So the first one is, if you want to get listed on AI search, you need to optimize for questions and concise answers. So that means you're no longer trying to do it for keywords or topic clusters, as they call it. It's mostly about questions and answers. And another thing we also notice is schema markup. So that I will briefly tell you later. But we've understood that AI is lazy right now and they just need some help. So this is the first thing. The next thing is EAT factors. Before it was EAT, which is expertise, authority, and trust. But now we also have one more E in front, which is experience. So this kind of experience right now is super, super crucial. So with personal experience now, without it, you can't even be listed on AI engine. So your personal experience might be a different kind of reference. It might be your videos, it might be your screenshots, it might be your stats, your data, anything, but that is crucial. So experience right now is a must. Another one is listicles. So listicles, it's list articles like top, best, some ratings. So now they're becoming key link building sources. Also, AI heavily relies on social signals and engagement. So they call it influence SMM. So this one includes Reddit and all the different socials like X, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Also, data-driven PR with personal data insight is crucial for expanding reach, brand, and AI mentions. So we've noticed this combination of having PR and having fresh data. It gives you the best results right now. And another thing is multilingual, or as some people call it, international SEO. So it's no longer a privilege for big corporates. So it was a long time ago, it was a huge localization business when companies were coming and dealing with it. It's still there. But now you can use AI services and AI tools to do it much faster. And those kind of things, especially if you're a global smart startup, you need to start doing. So let's start from the first thing, which is optimize for questions, not keywords. So right now, you don't need to go to Google Keyword Planner or any other services. Basically, you need to check what questions people are asking for. And one of the best services that we found out is answersocrates.com. So it's a free service which you can use. You will get this link, so you can get there. And basically, you can get a direct answer on this. So you can see people also asking, can SEO be done by AI? Is there any AI tool for SEO? Can ChatGPT do SEO? And then you have all the different versions of it. So what are AI SEO tools? Is SEO AI accurate? Can I use AI for SEO? And it's all different kind of stuff. So right now it's mostly for questions, and that is a huge difference, because before it we were mostly thinking with keywords, but now it's mostly about questions which people ask, and that's why it's starting to change a lot. So we're starting thinking of TOEFL and BOFL, what people are asking for. Another thing what you need to do basically is content with schema.org. This is a specific markup which SEOs use mostly for technical SEO, and what you can use to mark specific information like author, how to, or your organization. When you saw those kind of beautiful snippets on Google, like with rating, with some kind of products, that's exactly it. So right now it's a must because AI is there. They cannot do it so quick as Google. And if you want to get there, you need to start using it. So I also left this link for you. You can check and see how it works. Next one is personal experience, now being essential for your engine. So personal experience, this is EAT factors. And I think the best library, the best knowledge base who created is Nathan Gotch. And I've left all four beautiful articles created by him. And then I made the bold experience because experience right now is super, super important. And that's exactly what you need. It shouldn't be something extravaganza. It shouldn't be something huge. It might be one, two paragraphs where you share your opinion, or it might be your own video, which I will also tell a bit, and that would be enough for AI, at least for now. So this kind of thing. So if you have time, please dive deeper and spend your time there because we'll not cover it here too much. What are the listicles? So the listicles here is mostly top, best, least. So right now they're highly used by ESA. And as you can see, top international SEO agencies in London. So you can see we're over here, mostly because we are in those listicles. So you should understand that AI is using it heavily. And I was showing you before this kind of box, like top, best, rankings, what people say, and so on. Now it's a must because that is one of the main sources here. Next one is industry-specific review website. So if listicles is top best, here we have reviews. So before it, we're using it, or marketers were using it mostly for social proof, for some stars on the website, so people can convert better, like conversions. Now it's a must, and I've also collected the full list for you. Either you are in B2B, SaaS, products, or anything else, you can just click on the link, get your listings. For example, like B2B and SaaS, it's G2, Capterra, Trust Radius, and Clutch. This also might be different others. So you can check them and try to register in as many as possible. So that's a new thing. Before we were doing it, not on the early stage, but now you should do it specifically for AI search for sure. So AI also relies on social signals and engagement. So that's what we've noticed a lot when we started seeing Reddit in Google search. And Reddit is still a big deal, I should say, because Google was teaching their Gemini on Reddit, and Reddit right now even tried to hide it from crawling, but it's still open and they're still using it. And so we can see a lot of social signals and mentions on AI search right now. And what I recommend is that, and I already talked to many head of growth and head of SEO guys. Many of them, they're starting adding Reddit to their SMM plan. So right now it's a must. So everybody is doing it. I will give you suggestions how often you should do it and what kind of subreddits you should use. But this one, for example, is SaaS subreddit. So and it's pretty crowded, as you can see. So there's approximately 300 people over here, online 200, people engaging pretty a lot. So that is a new thing as well. YouTube right now is super important because we starting seeing in AI search more and more videos. So videos right now, before it was hard for AIs to analyze videos. For now they can do it pretty good. That's what we've noticed. So if you're creating a YouTube video where you're explaining your article or you're sharing some kind of information, most likely you will be listed on AI search, including new AI mode on Google. So for example, you see I was trying how to do SEO on DeepSeek request, and I got this kind of video, which is already there. Next one is data-driven PR with personal data and insights. So this kind of stuff is new. So I've also collected a new official PDF with Google I/O and AI mode. Yes, Google created already this kind of document. I've read it for you. already. And what they say is that AI search is heavily using facts, data sources, and as they say, info about the real world. So those kind of understanding right now, so you can really influence on AI search, just adding your kind of information because they don't have it. They can just parse it, they can just collect it from the internet, but they don't have this access to the offline. They don't have this access to understand what is happening. So you can read it, but that is already there. So you can just start using it. And if you haven't seen it, if you don't know what is data-driven digital PR, right now it's a must to learn. And the best program I've ever tried myself is a digital PR, which is called Mastering Digital PR by Brian Dean at SEMrush. And I can promise you, you can trust this guy because he made 2 exits to SEMrush specifically with these topics. So that kind of approach works incredibly well and highly recommend. Okay, last but not the least is multilingual SEO. So it's no longer a privilege, it's a must-have tool. So what we've noticed right now, if you're a young startup or you're starting to scale globally, you need to start adding more languages than just English. You need to start any other local languages. For example, in our Rask case study, you can click the link and read about it. We've used 15 different languages and we were indexed in more than 20 countries at the same time. And you think it was possible just with content creation? No, it was possible just with AI services. And it's already there. So you can see as the result, this is 200,000 organic clicks monthly from 170 locations. So if you have local versions of your pages, which are translated by AI services, that is okay. So you need to add some other things, and I will tell you exactly what you need to do, but it's working and you can using it right now. I've also collected some data from Nel Patel. So he analyzed SEO difficulty by country, comparing English versus other languages. And as you can see, yes, in US, it's mostly English. In UK, it's mostly English. But other countries, it's mostly other languages. And that means not only the traffic quantity, but it's also the quality, meaning conversions from those. So if you're creating multilingual content and you create those kind of stuff with your pages in different languages, that means you get bigger conversions, and that's exactly what you need, especially when you have AI search and your traffic is falling down. Okay, so what are our main 5 strategies and our 2 bonuses that we recommend to do? Because that is, okay, everything is clear and we know where to go. What do you recommend? So you can again make this screenshot, you can make a photo of it. But basically, there are 5 main things. The first one, you need to structure your website for AI search, meaning schema, you need content Q&A, and also allow AI crawlers to work. I'll show you exactly how it works on the next slides. Next one, add personal experience insights to AI-generated content. I know everybody's using AI-generated content, but the only difference between each other is what you use there. So it might be statistics, it might be data, and of course, if you create videos, that is super, super cool because that's what will help you to compete against your competitors. Next one, you need to do a proper GA4 setup and AI search engine rank tracking. I've prepared several slides what you need to do. You can just copy and paste it inside of GA4 and the same with AI search. I've analyzed several services for you and I will give you my recommendations later. Next one is get included in AI track listicles. So you saw we already have those kind of things on the right, and that is super, super important. But the main thing here is AI track, because if it's not on AI, that means you don't need to get that, at least for now. And next one is people that influence SMM. So Reddit, LinkedIn, Quora, X, right now, it's also a must. And AIs, they're starting using social signals a lot, meaning you really need to be there. And I will give you my recommendations, what I'm doing and what works for me. Okay, so first, optimize all your traffic driving content with schema. So if you're from SEO team or you're a marketer, so you have access to your website, please, please, please come to your website, get there to schema.org. So I left this link for you. and try to find FAQ author organization article. So I know that some website builder platforms allow you to add this kind of code inside of the page. Some don't, but then don't skip this apart, because that means if you already have some pages which are indexed and giving you the traffic, that means you just need to add those small kind of piece of code to your pages, and then you will get AI searches for free, and you will get it there. So this is my kind of low-hanging fruit thing. So just use the schema because it's super, super important. The next one is you really need to optimize your content for answering questions. So as you can see over here, is there SEO in AI search? Yes, SEO on search engine optimization is definitely a factor in AI-powered search, although it's evolving and adapting to the new landscape. And then you can see two backlinks over here. That is new AI mode already. So I recommend using answersforpraise.com because it's free, because it's FAQ, you can check it there, and just starting adding those FAQ and Q&A to your existing content. It can be the beginning of the article, it can be in the middle, but try not to do it at the end, because crawlers, they might not get there, and most likely AI will not see it. So this is super important right now. Next one also about crawlers. So make sure that AI can crawl your website and it's not blocked. So you can see google.com/robot.txt. So the main thing is user agent allowed for everyone. So you see this kind of symbol. Try to check it with your tech team or your marketing team. And you just type your website /robot.txt and try to see there. So it's not disallowed. So that means it's okay. At least you will be safe with this. Next one, add personal experience to your AI-generated content. So we all using AI-generated content. We do. Everybody does. It's right now such thing, but you need to start adding personal experience. So how to do it properly? What kind of stats, screenshots, and GIFs? We actually created a beautiful, beautiful report here, and I also left this example for you. You can look through what kind of things we used, but basically it's all the different kind of screenshots. It might be statistics, it might be data, it might be videos. So whatever you can create, try to create it now, because just the plain text right now, it will not work. And also try to add something from yourself, some of your opinion, some kind of survey, or any kind of curated report, or maybe you'll have a DIY study that you make yourself. Please add it to your content, and then you'll be safe and you will get to AI search. Next one is YouTube video. So I was telling you this, it's a must-have right now for AI search. And remember, I was mentioning HubSpot drop for 80%. This is exactly it. So you see, they have an article on HubSpot, but then they also have a video from Kieran telling what is happening there. It's nothing fancy. They're just sitting at home with the cameras, with the microphones, and just having, a podcast video, this kind of thing. But then it makes a huge difference, because right now they might be indexed not just it also indexed by the videos, and basically you can understand what is happening. So most likely two main things is text and videos. They both will be indexed. So YouTube right now is a new SEO thing, and Google relies on it heavily. And if you don't have YouTube videos, it will be much, much harder to get both on SEO and GEO, which is AI search. And that's why I highly recommend you to start this thinking about it. Next one is proper GA4 setup to track. So I highly recommend you to start tracking AI traffic inside of your Google Analytics 4. And I've created a source regex, regular expression. So we'll send you this presentation later, and you can just copy those things and paste it inside of your GA4, and then you will see it as AI traffic over here. So all Perplexity, OpenAI, Copilot, ChatGPT, Gemini AI, anything like this. So it all will be there, and you'll see how it's changing. So this is the new thing in 2025. And I highly recommend you to start doing it, because then you will at least be tracking this kind of thing. Next one, so AI search ranking tracking. So that's a new thing as well. because right now we are not just tracking the traffic from Google, but also how we mentioned on ChatGPT, Perplexity, how it's happening. I've tested several services for you. I think the best one right now in comparing price and quality you get is Autoly.ai. So this kind of a link you can also find here. And basically you can add your brand and top 20 to 30 bottom of the funnel keywords, meaning those ones which give you conversions, anything with products, with prices, and with people comparing you to your competitors, all those kind of things. I highly recommend just to start tracking. So you just add those kind of things inside, and then you get this information. For those of you who have a bit of more money, there is Athena HQ, which is an American startup, and you can do basically the same. You can also add your brand there. But some of my mates, they just said that they get on average 90 clicks daily from AI just registering there. So it's much more expensive. I don't know how it's working, at least for now, but then they're starting getting clicks from the US daily from AI. And yeah, this is like at least what I've heard. Next one, AI tracked listicles. So remember, I was telling you about those listicles and where to get it. Right now, guys, you need to go to Google AI mode. Those of you who are not in the US, just use VPN with US and incognito mode and try to analyze those kind of listicles on the right. So you see, for me, it will be SaaS content marketing agencies in London 20 top picks. We found 16 best SaaS SEO agencies. So basically, those are your main focus right now. You see, and it's not just 10 sites as it was before, it's 9. It might be 7, it might be 9, it might be 3, it might be 20. So now it's a new thing, but those kind of things is your main focus right now. So just go find them and reach them out to be listed there. What about your people that influence? So right now, basically, you need to start being seen, and that means it's not just about your brand; it's about yourself. So the main thing here is you need to take your niche and start writing at least 3 times per week. So it will be either LinkedIn or X, or it might be any other social platform, but you need to start doing that because right now, that's what AI signals. They analyze it, they see what is happening there, and that is a new thing. So they call it influence estimate. So meaning you create some kind of influence. And this is my example, which I've also started doing, and it works really, really good for me. An amazing book, which I would like to recommend you, called The Key Person of Influence. It's by Daniel Priestley, a well-known British entrepreneur here in London, and he created a really nice book telling that everyone should be a key person of influence. So his main idea is that Richard Branson has more followers than a Virgin company, comparing on his socials. Elon Musk has the same big amount of followers than Tesla, SpaceX, PayPal, and all his companies comparing together. And basically, if you don't have the face, if the company doesn't have the face, that means people most likely will not convert. So they will not start doing that. So it's not just about conversions, it's also about AIs. And AI will analyze your social influence whenever you have your niche, and then you will get there. So I highly recommend this book. If you're in the UK, just like me, you can click the link and just buy it yourself. Next one is create an account on Reddit. This is a new thing. It's a quite tricky thing, I should say, if you haven't been on Reddit. You can't just you can register there, but then you can't just start in commenting there. You need to get authority, and you actually have 2 ways. The first one is you need to start commenting yourself at least once per week in different subreddits. You don't need to create a link on your brand, so it's not allowed on Reddit, but you can start mentioning it. So you can start mentioning some studies by your brand. You might mention some kind of case studies, or maybe some examples, your brand, and something like this. And that will pay later for sure. So this is a new thing. Another thing, you can also buy already created Reddit account, but I don't recommend it. But there is an option. At least we saw those kind of offers on the market. And right now, the Reddit account costs from $50 to $70, as I know. So basically, you have 2 options. but Reddit right now is a big deal. So I highly recommend you create it and also start posting it. That will work for you pretty good. Next, AI services worth checking. So I've also collected the list of the AI services I was mentioning before, or I recommend here. So once again, answersocrates.com. This is for frequently asked questions for AI search. You can use free version or you have paid version. It's up to you. Next service is answerthepublic.com. So that's also you can use for AI search FAQ and also for topical authority and FAQ. So both ways you can try them. They're basically competitors and you can choose whatever you like. Next one, we have AthenaHQ.ai and Autoly.ai. So those are both for AI search and brand keywords tracking on search. So the first one is a bit more expensive. Another one is free and less expensive. And you can choose whatever you like. And I basically just recommend you to register there and just start tracking your brand and your keywords. Next one, two services that I haven't mentioned. This is napkin.ai. This is a beautiful infographics from the text. So whenever you have the text that you, for example, generated from Perplexity or ChatGPT, and then you need an infographics. And that kind of service can help you with that. It's create pretty nice infographics. And I highly recommend whenever you're using your content or you need to refresh it, just use this service. It's free, you can use it, it's really nice. And the last but not the least is ImageFX. This is Google Labs service, so you can create beautiful images. I personally use it for my article backgrounds and so on, but you can create other images as well. It's much better than ChatGPT. They still also work on it, and it's very good UX. So whenever you need it, I personally use backgrounds pretty quick, boom, and you're there. Right, so I have the bonuses for you. The first bonus is the service that we've created for you. It's called Traffic and ROI Checker. So you can check SEO and Google Ads by yourself. So you can check it in more than 140 markets, and it's 3 searches per day right now. So I have this link. It's app.esadigitalagency.com. It's our own service. Just use it. We also working on adding AI overview and how it's influenced the conversions, because that's what we need, and most likely in future we'll use AI mode as well. So when we get this information, but basically it's benchmarks, and you can type your website, you can type your industry, your market, some of your keywords, and then get in recommendations, what kind of keywords, what kind of topics you need to cover, and how much traffic you will get, and what kind of conversions you can expect with signups and with revenue. So this is a very interesting tool if you're starting or when you're scaling to different locations. So I highly recommend you to try. I'm using it myself, and yeah, it's really good. And the last but not the least is we have GEO and AI search checklist audit. So we were creating it mostly for SEO before, but right now it's new. And we have all those specific parameters which we know, and I'm working right now on the article to collect all the parameters we know at least about AI search. But you can apply for now. We already created those checklists which we can get. We will do it for free, absolutely for free. So, but only 2 applications. So please, if you're interested, just deadline is this Friday, May 16th. And basically you will get a Google spreadsheet showing you what you need to work on, and then giving you recommendations how to improve it, how impactful it is, difficulty, what kind of tools you can use. So basically it will be a very nice audit for you to see if you're ready for AI or not. So if you're from the laptop or from telephone, you can click on this link after it and just apply. So whenever who is the first 2 will work with you guys. And yeah, I'll be more than happy to adapt to this new world with AI search, which is coming. Yeah, Q&A, guys.
We actually have quite some questions in the chat. Denis, do you want to read it, or you want me to assist you?
That would be lovely if you can assist, or I can stop showing my screen now and we can go through the chat, because I really wanted to give feedback to the guy.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I can start reading. Maybe we can do it one by one. So first
Yeah.
question. How does LinkedIn play in digital PR? Can the LLMs read this data? Or do they prioritize other sources? Example, Business Insider, newspaper with higher ranking.
Yeah, so remember I was telling you about PR. So it's mostly right now not about backlinks. It's mostly about some data that you share. It's about content that you share and also social signals. So right now it's not just about the content itself. It's about what kind of data you use, what kind of things you use, which AI can use, which is fresh, and also signals. So promotion right now is super, super important. You need to go to socials, promote it among influencers, among email base, among everything. So it's and that's what will be taken. But then don't skip the part with a Q&A. Remember, I was telling you, so questions and answers. So you need to get specific questions which people are looking for, and then giving specific answers. So this is crucial right now, and don't try to skip it because that is super important now.
Hi,
Did
Denis.
I answer your question?
Yeah, I just want to jump in for a quick clarification.
Yeah.
So my question was more about whether LinkedIn content is actually read, because since it's typically a walled garden, right? Some of its content is publicly available and other is not for scraping. So I was wondering if the LLMs are actually using that data to feed into that authority scoring.
They are, and the main thing here is engagement. So we saw both posts and we also saw articles on LinkedIn. And what I'm usually recommending to guys who are writing posts and they need to get external link to something, create a LinkedIn article. So try create a post which you're writing and then give a link on specific thing to your LinkedIn article, and then inside you can get the link to your website. So then you will get the biggest reach on LinkedIn. You will get very good click-through rate, and also AI search, which is indexing both your post and your article, will give you the reach. So that is the main thing which we use right now for AI.
Super, thank you.
Great. So the next question, could we use shorts on YouTube? Will it work for AI?
Yes, absolutely. Well, we see right now that AI mostly use YouTube videos, which have the specific optimization. So if you optimize your shorts for specific article or for specific answer, then most likely they will be on AI search. So AI right now is not so complicated as Google search right now. They're using mostly keywords, titles, and specific things inside. So if you optimize and you have your specific article and then you optimize it inside of LLM, then LLMs will be most likely targeting. So same title for article, same title for short, and then if you have a YouTube video, same title for YouTube video, then most likely from those three things you will be on AI search.
Okay. Next question. I think that I will correct it a little bit. So as far as I understand, Elena means a little bit different thing. So she asks, how will social media see if we use ChatGPT to write text, or should we hire a copywriter to create content? But what I assume is that the problem that you create text by ChatGPT for LLMs that scrape it.
So two answers basically. If we're talking about LinkedIn, well, LinkedIn is owned by Microsoft. Microsoft owns 49% of OpenAI, meaning they know that this is ChatGPT. And basically what Microsoft said and Google said, they say, we don't care. We don't care about if it's AI content, you just read it, or you're using it completely. What we're interested in two things. First, your personal experience, what you can share, your opinion, anything you can do. And second is social signals. So social signals is usually social engagement, which is the reach, the likes, and also the comments. So if you can create such beautiful AI content, which will get a lot of engagement, and you can add one paragraph of your own opinion, that's your winning formula. That's your winning combination.
Well, actually, then I will combine two questions together. So there is a question about Reddit and TikTok, and about Reddit. Actually, I think that you covered that you shouldn't use you can't promote your company over there. It's forbidden. So maybe you can give a little bit more details on how you can leverage Reddit and TikTok nowadays or to organic growth.
So two things. You really want to optimize for all of them. And usually the easiest way is just copy paste it on all the platforms. But what we can see is it's all different formats. So LinkedIn is mostly about the text. X is mostly about some short text. Instagram mostly about videos, like short videos. TikTok the same, basically. So I would recommend you to focus on one, at least when you start, and then at least for now you can copy paste it on different platforms. But then when you see that they're working for you, you can start working on them separately. So you can create the same content, but you need to adapt it so to the format, to be with the text and all that. And basically TikTok is big, but Reddit is also big, and they're all super different. So I recommend you to focus on one which you think will be the best, or where you're very good at, and start from it. Then you can start duplicating and working with it. Some of my American colleagues actually say that you should start from X, which is Twitter, because engagement is pretty quick there, and you don't have any kind of things. You can test your ideas, test your hooks, test your things there, but you need to have a good account there where people will be engaging. And then usually they multiply on all the different platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And yeah, this is one of the combinations might work as well. You need to test. I really recommend you to test and see how it works for you the best.
Yeah, I think it's very much depends on the product. And maybe you can add a little bit about commenting on all these platforms. So what would be the difference between commenting strategy?
Well, commenting is huge, actually. Commenting is what if we take, for example, B2B and we take LinkedIn, commenting is one of the main things which you can do to get leads and to get very good engagement with your potential leads. So there is called ABM marketing, account-based marketing. So when you have the specific list of companies and you know exactly who you need, like heads, C-level, main opinion leaders, decision leaders, and all those, you have all those guys, and you basically want to somehow reach them out. You can't just come to them and pitch the idea, this is what they get every day, but you somehow need to start interacting with them. And the easiest way is when they post regularly, you can come and start commenting with very good comments about your expertise, sharing something, and so on. And I know several guys who are doing 2 to 3 different comments, and then they are coming to the DMs, to the direct message, saying, hey, actually amazing content you're posting, I agree with this, I would be happy to have a virtual coffee with you, just share some experience, because I see we are on the same page. And basically 30 to 40% people say, yeah, I like it as well, let's have a call, let's have a short call. And that's how it works in ABM marketing. So commenting is very huge, but it's mostly used right now as the outbound for sales. What I can say about AI signals, I haven't seen it. So I haven't seen that they are using comments for now, but maybe it will change later, but not for now.
Thank you, Denis. So next question. Do you see any option for hyper-personalized targeted shortly? So what could you recommend for people who create boutique services rather than mass product?
I say you're in a good page here, because remember I was mentioning this book, Key Person of Influence. They're saying you need to target a specific niche, a very targeted niche where you should focus, and then starting increasing your content, starting getting there, because people will understand that you are this boutique service specifically working with this. And that is cool, but you need to start getting rotation with your socials, with your content, with what you do, creating your pages, your videos as well. I would highly recommend to start from there, because that's what you will do. And right now, the more specific you are, that means AI will see more, remember, expertise, authority, trust. So you will get those factors pretty quick, and AI will understand that you are this kind of expert or this kind of company, and you will get your listings and visibility much quicker. So this is a plus right now. This is thumbs up.
Great. Good news for people building some craft products. Okay, so we have time for several more questions. Does SEO with LLMs downgrade result? Will AI translate it or AI generated content as Google search does?
So the problem with Google search is not it's penalizing the AI content itself. It's penalizing where it's nothing new in the comments. So when you're just creating the content for the content, that means there is no use in it. So AI will not kind of do it because AI can do it itself. They need, remember, real info from the real world, as they call it. So basically, if you add some kind of input, and it might be different things. Remember, I was mentioning statistics, I was mentioning videos, I was mentioning some things with AI. I was also mentioning things with all those things like getting mentions from somewhere like surveys. It might be DIY studies. It might be a curated report which you analyze something and said, hey, actually analyzed AI. And now I think those 200 parameters, they're the main things. Actually, everybody's speaking about that, but you just collected all them together. That is the new information. Or you've created a beautiful infographics, or you created an amazing video. So the format might be different, but what you need to have this use. You need to have this kind of value for AI, and then you will be mentioned. And you see, I haven't mentioned anything about AI. I haven't mentioned about the length of the content. I haven't mentioned anything about what kind of format you should have. It really doesn't depend. What you need right now is giving this valuable content because everybody's using AI. Everybody's using ChatGPT. You can't just win using ChatGPT. It's not that. Start benefiting, just start giving value, and you'll be listed.
Okay, I guess last or not last, but like one before the last question. So what is the future of blog posts? Will they disappear or will they change the structure and content to get in the ranks?
So blog posts, I think they will evolve because right now everything is changing to social media. So as they say, the era of your owning platforms is ending. So right now it's mostly renting. So renting blog posts on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on TikTok, everywhere else, because Google, as you can see right now, will not give you the traffic on your website. And that's why everybody was saying about emails. So what people trying to do now, they're trying to create social media accounts which they don't own, but then at least collect them to their newsletters. And then from newsletters, they will have this database which trust them, know them, follow them, and comment them. So basically creating a community. That is the way. So we're not having those kind of blogging which we had like the websites, like maybe 5-10 years ago. Most likely you will have social media account on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, and then you will be collecting your community either to school community, circle community, email list, or somewhere else, and then you will monetize and work with them. So I see it like this now.